What is up, YouTube? We are back. We got another movie review. This time, Halloween Kills, the second installment in the remake of Halloween, right? So this was crazy. We actually did a trailer reaction that went off, had over 1,000 views. So all that down in the description. You want to go check that out. But yeah, we just wrapped it up here. We got to watch it in the comfort of our own home here. So
yeah,
what the hell do you think of it?
It was definitely a little frightening, huh?
Yeah, it definitely was. I think it was more funny than it was scary.
Yeah, there were some funny parts.
Well, it definitely was very gruesome. But I feel like this movie wasn't and maybe just the Halloween ones are in general, and I'm having a brain fart, but I know like this didn't have like, this wasn't that scary. I mean, do you think this is the most Michael Myers has killed in a movie? Because I mean, they call it Halloween Kills. Like, fuck, it better be enough kills. I mean,
it definitely killed a lot of people.
No, because you remember the trailer, like it was looking like, holy fuck, how many is he gonna kill, right? That's what you're thinking.
Trying to break a record here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but do you think this one topped the first one in this remake?
I think they did the story better, the first one, because
Yeah.
they slowed everything down to explain everything. At the same time, though, this one started off where it left off.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's different. The intensity was better in this one.
But yeah, I felt like this movie never really stopped. I think it just kept going.
Yeah,
I think it's just...
The only slow parts they had were when they went back with the flashbacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was
But
right at the beginning though.
honestly, I kind of liked how they did that, because it kind of jumped your memory a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that happened, and then they showed some of the new parts to it. You know, I did like that stuff. You know, how long was it? Like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. So.
Well, it was an hour 45 including credits, so I think it was probably maybe an hour 40. But I think they did, like you said, like a lot of callbacks to the original, like right after the intro part of the movie, like they throw like the credits, right? Like with like produced by this, starring this, like very classic type, you know, Halloween movie. It brought me back to like more when I was a kid, this movie. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm older, we're older now, that like this doesn't really scare me as much. Like it definitely is very violent, but the element of surprise, because that's what Michael Myers has. He has that element of surprise.
Yeah.
But it didn't really surprise me.
He's like the Slenderman guy, just fucking.
No, but never really surprised me, because we knew he was gonna come in. Like as soon as like they're walking toward, he's gonna pop out. But I think like other things that happened, you know, were like that firefighter scene, which was crazy. It was as crazy as the trailer said it though. It was as great. Like afterwards, seeing like how he like chopped up everything, horrible, like awful. And you know, just trying to rally the whole town together, and just how that did not work out. Thinking they killed they forced the guy to jump off the balcony in the hospital when they thought that was Michael with his mask off. Obviously it wasn't him, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, at Michael Myers' house, which with Big John and Little John, the two funny guys that live in Michael's house now, at that point, they made us crack the fuck up. Shout out to those actors. Those actors are funny, but
Yeah.
I did a good job.
Did a little dance thing.
Yeah, it was so fun.
We'll try to get Big or Small John on.
Oh, on our podcast, yeah. That'd be pretty funny. To spoil it, by the end of the movie, I thought it was going to end where they, pretty much just going after Laurie's granddaughter, and then the mother kind of saves her, and then leads them into a trap where all like the Goonies of the town are to try and kill him. And that's where I thought, you know, it was just going to end there because they got Michael cornered. It didn't end there. Yeah. And then they ended up cracking him and stuff, and they could have got a blow on his head to kill him. But
she had her chance to stab him in there.
But instead she did like near the neck, and then they thought he was dead. They go all back, and then he actually comes alive, kills all those guys, right?
No, well then the cops are about to actually put the bullet in as a throwback to the older part, right?
Yeah, but never happened. Yeah, but then he just kills everybody after you realize when everything's okay, and they're in Michael's house, and she goes back into the house, seeing all like the shit that happened, goes up, and we're like, oh, and she's looking out the window where Michael was looking. And you figure he's gonna be maybe out in the distance, and the movie's gonna cut out. That's what I thought, and that's what you kind of thought too, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what it seemed like, right?
And he comes from behind and kills her.
Yeah.
And that's
honestly, I didn't think that they're gonna.
I know.
I didn't think she would.
I guess she had it coming, right? She lured him in, right? And,
Yeah.
And that was it, right? I do think, you know, it's fitting that the movie ended like that with a kill, because it's called Halloween Kills. Yeah. I think the big thing I want to ask here is, do you think it lived up to the hype? Because personally, I'll answer first that I think it didn't live up to the hype of what the trailer was. I thought it was going to be a little bigger than that.
I don't know. For me, I think it did what it was made to do. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I think it did the hype thing enough. So, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think this movie, you know, just you know, I think it did what it meant to do, though. I think at the end of the day.
No, for sure. Like the hype wise, I don't know. I thought it lived to its hype, like, but I've heard review-wise it's been back and forth. Some people hated the movie, some people love the movie. That's how these things work, right? So,
Yeah, but I feel like it's like a comedy movie, a horror movie, where it's not gonna get the greatest ratings.
well, the thing is with most horror movies, or at least something like that, like, yeah, I can kind of like say like when I was saying with the Fast 9 kind of joke, like,
Yeah.
it didn't make, obviously that stuff, some of that stuff didn't make any sense, right? Well, this, yes, it's not supposed to be realistic, so it's yeah, a bunch of these people are supposed to be stupid, obviously, right? You can't be like, why the hell is this guy doing this? Well, that's the point of the fucking movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
you tell me, man.
okay.
Where does the Halloween film like series, like where does that stand in your like horror like films? Like is it near the top, or is it more like because the other one's way better?
To me, like out of all of them, Halloween is up there. I can't rate them right now, but I know for sure out of my three of them, it's between Halloween, Friday, and Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the scary ones though, Elm Street's gotta be the scariest one.
Yeah, probably.
Oh god.
But you think like this franchise, like I feel like it should have, I feel like I've heard a lot of people say this, where it was like they should have just left this alone, not even rebooted this. They should have just left it alone in the past, and we all know after this is done, they're gonna remake it again someday, 10, 15 years from now.
Well, you see they're killing all the old people, right?
Yeah.
So, the granddaughter, they're going to do something with her in 20 years.
Oh, God.
You know they are, right?
You think so?
20, 30 years?
If she makes it.
Yeah.
If she makes it.
If she makes it.
If she makes it. Big.
If she doesn't, though, then okay, that's it.
Alright, well, that was a really fun movie to watch. And, we always wrap up these movie reviews with a movie rating. So, Eman, what do you give this? I know you're a little biased, but what do you give it?
I would definitely give it a better rating than Angela with the Game of Thrones thing, I'll tell you that. I think for me, like I know it didn't for you, but for me it lived up to what I was looking for. And for that, towards the end of my sheet for some parts, right? At least with the gore stuff, you don't know where he's going to stick some stuff, right?
Yeah, the knife he's got or something.
No, I'm giving it 8.5.
8.5. Wow. Okay.
That's not too high, not too low.
I liked the movie. It was fun. It was funny. I found it more funny than scary, but there were a lot of scary moments. Like I remember one of the victims at the beginning. He broke her light in her kitchen and fucking stabbed her with it. Killed her with it.
He's very creative.
Yeah, he is creative, Michael. Good job, Michael. But I really enjoyed the movie. Definitely recommend it. You do as well, right? So yeah. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it did its job, good enough, and definitely a good horror film to add to the list, right? Next to The Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street.
All those other movies are more horrified, huh?
Yeah, you'd think, or The Conjuring, shit like that.
Jesus.
That shit's fucking scary.
Paranormal Activity.
So fucking crazy horror movies. Maybe when we get our new camera, we can do some actual movie reactions, maybe older movies, and just react to it.
This one.
No, this camera's not doable. We're having fun doing this right now. But if you guys ever want to see like us doing, Friday the 13th, like classic horror movies, maybe in the future, maybe we can do that. We can think about that for sure. Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you made it, this was our review to Halloween Kills. We pretty much we do a lot of this on the channel. Reviewing tons of movies and stuff, reacting to TV shows, trailers. We do a little bit of everything. And if you consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, you can turn that post notification bell right down here. It keeps us on speed dial, and you can watch us whenever we post almost every single day. And anyways, guys, that was a really fun movie to watch. I'm glad we watched it. That was nice.
Yeah.
Right around Halloween time too. So, and yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the movie and our video here today. And that is us signing off. Take it easy.